Hello and welcome back to my channel, Naps of the New Black. Today we have a few things on the agenda. I have to wash my hair, I'm going to dye my hair black, and then I'm going to do a braid out. So it's a lot, but hopefully this video does not end up being too long because I just put out a really long video and I want to keep it short and sweet. So yeah, a few things will be off camera because they're in other videos on my channel. For instance, I'm not going to show washing my hair on camera. You guys have seen that. I don't think it's necessary. I will show how I am applying the dye, and I will show how I section my hair for my braid outs. And then, of course, the braid out reveal, because that's what y'all here for. So, yeah. Because it's dark and the sun's not out, you can't tell how brown my hair has gotten. I think in the last video, you could see that the tips were pretty brown. I don't know. Can you see that? Possibly. I'm not feeling this brown color. Haven't been for a while. So I'm excited to finally put this black rinse on it and get kind of that shine back that the dusty brown is taking away from me. But yeah, so anyway, without further ado, let's hop into it. I'm gonna come back once my hair is washed. Okay guys, we moved this operation to the bathroom because I'm not trying to get black dye all over my office. So my hair is washed and the instructions say to towel dry it before we use the dye, and I'm gonna follow instructions. So the dye that I'm using is the Adore, hopefully you can see that, Jet Black Rinse. So it's semi-permanent, it's a rinse. And I've used this brand before. As a disclaimer, my hair has been hennaed multiple times, and there's always this fear of the henna and traditional or conventional dyes not mixing very well. But I was very careful to use pure henna, which doesn't typically react poorly with dyes. So I haven't had any issues so far. So I'm gonna just go straight into it. All right, so put on some gloves. Off to a great start. All right, put on some gloves. Take this towel off. That's as dry as I could get it for now, I guess. Oh, and you might see me looking over here because that's where the mirror is in this bathroom. Okay. And then we're just gonna, what did I do the last time? Did I have it in ponytails? Probably. That would be probably the most organized way of going about this. All right. So what I do is just squirt some dye. And honestly, I don't really have any method. I kind of just start, well, I guess I could at the very least here, Kayla, you can put some of this up. Okay. All right. So I take the dye and I just smooth it onto my hair. That's it. Oh, I'm so excited. I have been meaning to get to this for so freaking long. Oh, as a caution, I would move all of your floor mats out of the way. The dye, since it's semi-permanent, it doesn't really stick to anything, but it's easier to get it off of hard floor than it is to get it out of cotton. All right. And this, I'm not afraid to put on my roots. I don't like slap it on my scalp, but I also make sure to get close enough to my roots. And this is the technique that I use. I just squeeze it in. I don't know if that's the proper technique, but it's what I do. Did I just drop some? Let me pay attention. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I do, and that's it. So these look pretty black, if I do say so myself. And I think we can move on to the next section. I typically use 2 full bottles of this stuff. And since my hair is getting longer, I bought a 3rd one just in case. I will let you guys know what I end up actually using, but I was kind of shook the first time I did this with only one tube of dye, and let's just say it didn't take too well because I had to spread it out a bunch. All right, so we just take it and got a bunch on it that time, and you smooth it out. Simple, easy peasy. I don't know how long this actually takes me, but I don't think too long. I'm getting this everywhere. And once they look about the same color, I think they're the same color, you just keep going. So I don't think that I need to do this for much longer on camera. You guys kind of got the picture, and I'll come back once the dye is all over my head. Okay? Okay. Oh, now I've got to turn the camera off. We'll sacrifice that glove. Okay, I'm back. So the dye is all in. It got everywhere, and I almost used 3 bottles. I used 2.5. I'm just gonna take this and top it off. Try to get like the pieces of my hair that are exposed to sun the most, and just drench them in dye. I went section by section and just dumped dye on all of it, which is probably how I was able to use 2.5 bottles, because my hair is not that thick and it's getting longer, but it's not like super long. So I still think 2.5 bottles is probably way too much. I just really want this dye to take, because jet black will always be the vibe. Always, always, always. Do y'all see the shine? I mean, obviously it's wet and the dye is still in. But that shine, man, that shine, I've missed her. Sincerely. Anyway, so now I'm just going to, lean back, try not to splash it everywhere. Try not to splash it. And I'm just gonna put a plastic bag on it. Just try to scoop that up. All right. Get in the bag. Oh no, it's not going well. Okay. Get in the bag. Okay. That used to be a lot easier when my hair was shorter, but it's fine. Everything is fine. Just gonna tie it. It's not going too well. It's really never ever been this hard. I got it. All right. Oh, my hands are bad. Might as well have not worn the gloves. And then my neck has stuff all on it. I'm gonna let this sit for probably like 15 minutes, just as long as it takes me to clean up this bathroom. And then I am going to rinse it out. Look at this mess I've made. Hold on. Take it out of this. Ooh. Okay, I'm dropping everything in my bathroom right now. But this is the mess. I took the mat up, but still got it. Managed to get it everywhere. So yeah, I will be back in 15-20 minutes, clean this up, and then get this out of my hair. So this was my least favorite part of this entire process. It took me so long to actually rinse the dye out. Um, and you know, part of it could have been from me squeezing the dye into the locks, but nevertheless, it took forever. I got so frustrated that I was waiting for the water to go clear and it never went clear. So yeah, this was a tough part of the process. I think in all it took me maybe 13 minutes. So if you're gonna do this, either don't squeeze the dye into your locks or be prepared for a long washout time. Okay, so I decided to do a voiceover here as well because I was doing way too much talking. Basically, what I'm saying is that it took me forever to wash the dye out. I was super frustrated, and now I'm moving on. I am moving into the portion of my routine where I put in leave-in conditioner, I oil the body of my hair, and then I also oil my scalp. I don't think that you need to see this entire routine. I basically put the leave-in conditioner on like that. And then after this, I do the same thing with the oil, and then I rub the oil into my scalp. Now to move on to the actual braid out. So what I do is I section my hair into 4. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. So what I do, so this is my back section here. What I'm going to do is put roughly 4 braids, or exactly 4 braids, in each section. And I put rubber bands at the ends of the braids. I know rubber bands are controversial. Don't be mad at me, y'all. But rubber bands work for me. I don't know. I put them at the ends of the braids, and I'll show you exactly how that works. There's a way that you can get all of your braid out to have like curly ends instead of the straight ends, or at least I'll show you how I do that. So this is about as much hair as I'm gonna put in 1, then 2, or maybe I should put more. Let's see, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Okay, so this is the number 4, number 1, depending on how you want to number it. And you just straight up braid, like real simple. I don't make my braids tight at all because it gives me headaches. And I've noticed that the curls like come out the same whether or not you put a tight or a loose braid in. So loose braid it is. So you just loosely braid it. Try to keep all the locks even. And you keep going. Oops. Okay. Once you get to an end, see here, I'm at the end. Instead of just putting the rubber band at the end and leaving it out, what I do is I loop. I make the rubber band loop like that. So, oh, I missed. 1 second. Cool. See that? See how there's like a butt and there are no straggly pieces? That's going to make sure that the whole thing is curly. Make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. I'll do this one and then I will finish the rest off camera because I am trying not to have this be a very long video. Why is putting these rubber bands on so hard for me tonight? I think it's because my fingers are still slippery. Okay, and there we go. So you guys get the picture. I will be back. Okay, all of the braids are in. I put exactly 4 braids in every single section, 4 sections, so that is 16 braids total. And I made sure to loop the ends of all of the braid. Oh, look at that little curly. I made sure to loop the ends of all of the braids just to make sure that I don't have any like straight ends kind of sticking out when the rest of the hair is curly. So I'll just do a little 360. I will just sleep with my bonnet on tonight, and then tomorrow morning I will be back to take the braids out and show you guys the results, or the end results, of this entire process of washing, dyeing, and braiding my hair. Hopefully it comes out great, but I will post it even if it is a fail, because this was way too much work and I'm gonna get a video out of it one way or another. Okay, so good night, lovely people, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, lovely people. I made it a whole night with these braids in. They didn't bother me, and there were no events, so hopefully this braid out comes out decent. I don't know, I'm kind of scared. This is what the braids look like after they've dried. Okay, and so I will be back once they are out. Okay, I've gotten most of them out. I want to take one out like on camera, and so what I do is just gently find the rubber band, find it, unravel it so that it doesn't pull your hair out. See, look at that clean rubber band. If you're careful, it won't rip your hair out. And then just take it out. I'm not like super gentle or anything. I just unravel it. See? And then they're all out, I believe. So at this point, it comes out never like in the shape that I want. So I flip my head over and just start shaking, okay? You gotta get those parts that were kind of stuck in there from when you actually did the braids. Try to get those parts out by just shaking. Okay. And I would do that for like 5 minutes, honestly. I'm not gonna do that for 5 minutes because I'm recording. But, so then, now I'm just gonna show you what the general curls look like up close and personal. They feel like they came out good. I still haven't gotten into a mirror yet to check it out, but from what I can see in my peripheral vision, I think it came out good. I don't know, let me see. Oh, it came out good, y'all. It came out good. Yay! Okay, all right. So my general thoughts on the process: I don't think the dye took as well as it could have. I do believe that my hair is darker than what it started as, so it worked a little bit, but it's still not pitch black. It's not that deep dark black that I really wanted. So my next step, honestly, is going to just be to do a real permanent dye and not a rinse, because I think I'm just rinsing the color out. I mean, that's the nature of a rinse. So I'm gonna get a permanent dye. We're gonna say bye forever to this weird in-between brown that my hair is. The braid out did not disappoint, I don't think it did. So I'm probably gonna rock it in this middle part, but let's see if I'm cool with the side part. How we feeling? How we feeling about a side part? Maybe? Huh? Oh no, it's always that one piece falls in your face. A side part? Yes? I don't know, I'll think about it. I usually default to the middle part because y'all know me, I'm basic, but it's okay. We all have our place in the world. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is the end of me rambling on and on. Thanks for making it to the end, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop down in the comments your favorite permanent dyes to use, because I'm dead serious. I'm about to get a permanent black dye. And also what you might want to see from me next. I'm trying to be more active on this channel, but I don't know what y'all want. So let me know what types of videos you would like to see in the future. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day.